Have you ever looked at someone else's win and felt behind? Not because of them, because of you. That's not jealousy. It's something else. And it has a name.
You okay?
Yeah. Helen launched her project.
Any good?
Really good.
Here's what's interesting. Spark isn't upset about Helen. She's upset about herself. That difference matters a lot. This is called social comparison. Leon Festinger, a psychologist, named it back in 1954. People constantly evaluate themselves through other people. That's not a flaw. It's a built-in feature. Festinger found two directions. Upward comparison. You look at someone who seems to have more. Downward. Someone who seems to have less. Upward tends to deflate you. Downward gives you a temporary lift, but doesn't teach you anything. On social media, people post the launch, not the 2 years before it. The final photo, not the 3 versions that didn't work. You're comparing your behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel.
Wait, are you talking about me right now?
Yes, Spark, I am.
That kind of sounds like I'm doing something wrong.
No, it sounds like your brain is doing exactly what it was built to do. It just needs different data sometimes. The first step isn't to stop comparing. You can't. The first step is to notice who you're comparing yourself to and what exactly you're seeing. Helen launched a project. Spark sees the end result. What Spark doesn't see: 2 years of trying, 3 versions of the logo, 2 delayed launch dates. That doesn't make Helen any less impressive. It means you're comparing your backstage to her stage.
Hold on. Does that go both ways?
Yes, Brian. It goes both ways. Festinger described a third type of comparison that doesn't get talked about much: lateral, when you compare yourself to someone in a similar situation, not someone who already finished, someone who's doing roughly the same thing around the same time with roughly the same resources. That's the only comparison that gives you useful information, because the playing field is actually level.
What if there's no one like that around?
Then there's one person you know better than anyone. You, a month ago.
That's a lot less exciting.
Yeah, but it's accurate. The most accurate benchmark for measuring yourself is you. Not the ideal version, not your best day. You, a week ago, a month ago, a year ago. That's the one comparison that doesn't depend on anyone else's photo.
Huh.
What?
A month ago, I didn't have this. Now I do.
Have what?
Doesn't matter. Just, I do. Two years.
2 years.
Three things that work. Notice the direction. Go lateral. Change the benchmark. Bolt never looks at other dogs and thinks he's not lying by the radiator well enough. He doesn't have Instagram. That's not an accident.